Kia ora. Today's the day. Every time I touch this particular deck, Saints and Angels, this card comes out. And Spirit's been saying to me for ages, and when I say ages, I mean like months. Speak your truth, speak your truth, speak your truth. And I'm like, well, what am I going to speak about? I've got nothing to say. And it's like, oh, yes, you do. And, so anyway, today I wrote down some things and so I'm just going to read some of it and see what you think. There's been so much opposition to me speaking out, writing a book, being who I am, and, speaking my truth in general, that I've decided to do just that. As unprepared and unqualified as I feel at times, just do it. I have to start somewhere, right? So I've been on this crazy journey called life, wondering what the fuck is actually going on. 2 years ago, roughly, I started to find answers. And that particular journey, after we'll just call it another learning situationship with narcissists, I began to do research basically, and I was unfamiliar with YouTube at the time, and so what happened was I went out on my own and dived into the research and found that it was a thing. So I had validation that I wasn't the only one, and my observations and intuition were on point. And this started to rebuild my confidence. So I researched more and more. I started to observe in interactions with others, especially new people, what was going on, and applied some of the tests and things like that I'd learnt online from, and there's a lot of information online, so you have to be really, really discerning. And I guess part of this channel is sharing the tools and things that have helped me. I thought I was woke 30 years ago when I consciously began this journey with a process called renewal, and went, learnt massage and healing and all sorts of modalities and things like that. But when I started this research, it's like all of these other layers started peeling back, and it was like, wow, just so much. So I found out I was on point, and this started to rebuild my confidence. So I'm always about assisting others by demonstration. It's like, the saying about give the man a rod, not a fish thing, self-empowerment. Like, no one can do it for you, and I can't do it for you. It's part of everybody's journey of self-realization to empower and master themselves. And, oh gosh, I've put down some shorthand and I can't even read it. A fully self-realised human being, soul and form, we're the most powerful beings on the planet. And it's come to my attention that they're, I just call them, we'll simplify it to the black hats and the white hats, right? So the black hat's job is to keep us from realising who we are and how powerful we are, because they like things the way they are. They like to suck off and feed on fear, and especially fear and anger and just those lower vibrational emotions. So they want us to stay in that, especially the fear, and possibly, try and provoke us to other levels or lower levels. Anyway, the truth is though, soul in form, sovereign soul in form is the most powerful force on the universe, And we have been programmed out of believing or knowing that, over the years. And this is part of my journey, is finding out this stuff. And it sounds far out to people that haven't even addressed this sort of stuff or looked at it. But just turn off the tell lies vision, turn it off, and go out into nature and start to connect with who you are and remember who you are and what this earth is about, have a real bloody look. We don't have anything without this planet. You know, Mother Earth gives us everything, including the body that we're in. It's the only place we've got to live, is this body. Anyway, we're so powerful. And our power is in the now, and it's in our choices. And when we stand in the now and make a choice, instead of letting our minds and emotions and everything run away with the fear factor, you know, just on autopilot, feeding, surviving, getting on, getting ahead, you know, all that sort of stuff. It's so, it's a big distraction. It's a big distraction. So, yeah, the bottom line is choosing love over fear in that now moment. Always, always, always. So next then, what I discovered is that narcissists are observing my behaviour. Like, I have been programmed. I've come to realise the programming that's been in my life. It comes at you from all directions. It comes from pre-programmed people who don't even know they're programmed, i.e. parental figures, authority figures, all of those sorts of things, the TV, society, everything is programming you, especially when you're young in those first 7 years. So the sick thing is that others know about it, and they know when you're programmed and they can use it against you. Like, I didn't even know that. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, so these relationships have been over the last 2 to 3 years, and the last year, excuse me, sorry. Last year has been putting a lot of it together.